Alright. I think 2 minutes is enough. I think 2 minutes is enough. What up, everybody? We're playing, and of course it didn't load. Why would it load? Why would it want to load? Why would it want to do things that I ask it to? Reset it. Load. Nailed it. Whatever. What's up, everybody? We are playing some Monster Hunter World today because guess who got his new controller a week early? Go ahead, take a guess. I dare you. If your guess was anyone other than me, you were wrong. And I'm sorry to inform you. I gotta get used to turning it on, though. Normally, my other one would just be like, you know, I'll be on and around until you, turn me off kind of thing. Elite 2 is money. Oop, and it's tinkering with the mic. Though I have a corded, because I haven't got the Bluetooth to work yet. Then again, I haven't exactly had a ton of time to test it. I got home, like, 30 minutes ago. So, also, what up, Booth God? How's it going? So we're gonna try that. We also have a new screen. Let me know if the game rumble works for you. Hopefully it does. We also have a new screen. You can't really tell, but it's there. Which means that now the cat gets covered. Oh. Can I just say how good it feels to actually... Hold on, I'm gonna turn this into like a review of this controller, because, oh my god, that joystick feels good. I feel very careful handling this thing, though, because I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt it. I'm, like, terrified that I'm gonna hurt it. As per taking a bath. Well, she was. But now we don't need the frame anymore, because now she gets covered up with green. She's a cat. And
the field teams gathered at the main gate. Seems like they're getting ready to go
and
out
such
on
is
an
the way.
expedition in the forest.
It will get over that. It's built well. Yeah. It feels... Okay, it feels heavier, too. You ever notice that? New green screen? It's much less noisy. How could you tell? How could you tell? I'm curious. And what if it is, huh? What if it is? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, that's what. You're gonna mess with it, aren't you, cat? Okay, she's not gonna mess with it. That's my good cat. Oh, the fact that I can move stuff and it goes where I tell it to. Oh. Look, a lot of people don't need a lot to be happy. And this makes me giddy. What's up, Esper? You couldn't settle for your bed, huh? You had to stretch out on the piano? Hi. She, like, half stretched out. I would love to get this on camera, but I'd have to move it and I'd jank it around a bit. But she did kind of like a half stretch. She's like, I don't want to commit. Then she pulls back. I had an issue where the button stuck after I let it sit for several months, but I took it apart, cleaned it with alcohol, and it's been perfect since. Awesome. I think that's probably one of the best parts about the controller Elite is the fact that they're like, yeah, take it apart. Do all the things with it. They love to give you the ability to just do other things with it, which made me excited. Could use some light behind Esper too. The screen sort of shows through. Sorta. It's finicky. So the reality is I need a different lighting. Okay, now where you're going? Where are you going? Camera's about to get a whole lot of cat here in a second. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Anyway. Rear paddles are my favorite part. They feel better than any others I've used. Yeah. I've got the pedals on there. I don't know if they're programmed to do anything yet. If they are, I can't really tell. Well, we also finally got our set, which is neat. What was I doing? Oh, optionals. Optionals! Yeah, they're not... Yeah, I don't think they come default, like, attached to anything. But it'd be nice to bind them to something. Yay, kitty crossing. It's what she do. Oh yeah, light behind Esper. So, I do need a new light system because... Here's the thing. Here's the weird kicker. Doesn't have gyro, though. It feels like it. Heavy as shit. Here's the weird part. So, the screen is new. The lighting had to be adjusted a little bit. You can probably tell it's a little, like, warmer, sunnier, if that's the word for it. Anyway, and the reason for that is because without making it look like the sun is looking down on me, this turned into, like, a turquoise blue. And I don't know why. It annoyed me. And especially because it's like, this is green. Jordan, I will send you a picture later. But for whatever ungodly reason, the camera is like, that's not green. That's closer to blue. I'm like, no. You don't understand, camera. You do not understand. It is green. Come hell high water, it is green. You can program the Xbox accessory. Blech. You can program the Xbox Accessories app, or Steam lets you do it on a per-game basis. Ooh, per game could be kind of cool. Warmer's a little better, but it still tends to be washed out and overexposed. So now everything should be okay because I'm gonna see. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. You see how it looks like this? It has this weird tendency to, no matter almost what color I blast at it, it's like, we're going to make it sort of bluish, sort of turquoise-ish. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. This was 2 hours of my time yesterday fixing this. Was trying to get it to do all the things that I wanted it to do. Namely just anything. That is blue. I know. I promise you, I will take a picture of it later to prove it to you. Make sure you update the firmware. That caused me some issues with Monster Hunter World. But I was playing on Steam Deck, not PC. Interesting. And as I said, Jordan, I will send you a picture. In fact, I'd have to get out of my chair. And I don't want to. Well, do I want to? No, I kind of want to. I want to prove a point. You know, everyone knows how much I love to prove a point. Go away, stare. There we go. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to prove this point. It'll be a glorious point to be proven. Almost step on the cat. I've learned that my phone does not like the color green either. Maybe it's my eyes. Maybe I have bad eyes. Have I ever thought of that? Have I ever considered maybe it's my eyes? That's the problem? That very well could be. That very well could be. Which makes it really, really interesting to me. Phone back to charging because you almost died today. I left my phone off its charger last night and it nearly died. Optionals. We're gonna do some more optionals. Why? Because optionals are fun. And because I need to get used to this controller. I gotta get used to how this thing feels, how it how it plays. So far, I'm like, it plays just like an Xbox controller, though apart from the fact that I'm like terrified to hurt it. And the colors don't light up on the buttons. I wonder if that's a thing. Why is it asking me if I want to wait for people? No, I don't want to wait for people. Let's do this shit. There's no people here to wait. I made a private lobby for a reason. I might... If there's one thing I might do, I might swap out the joystick on the left one for the tall one. Because the tall one feels better. Yeah, what you showed here on stream, made it look super blue. Barely any green at all. This pic you sent me is pretty green, though. Yeah, it's pretty green. And I know it's pretty green because this is an active, like, large-scale green screen. I was like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you people being all like, green screen. And then I got the green screen, and then I was like, it's fucking blue. Now, like, it's very green. I just can't figure out why the camera doesn't want it to be green. And I think it's mostly because I think the light from this angle is too small, that it illuminates me, but it doesn't illuminate behind me very well. You can really reduce the joystick dead zones, too, if you like the additional accuracy and twitchiness. Oh, that's kind of fancy. This is gonna get complicated quick. I'm over here also feeling like, because of this controller, I need to relearn the controls to my thing here. Can I get a look at your head, big guy? Let me look at your face. The hell are you going? All I wanted was to look at your face. Get back here. Oh, missed. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to eat. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm gonna fix that real fast. Forgot to eat. Yo, Fitz, what up? Ratty into the ladies. That's why she left. You insulted her. Oh, you're right. I really should have just... I gotta refer to all monsters as dudes, because dudes is pretty gender exclusive. Oh, get back here. We're also back to practicing our mounts and our dismounts. You could use a better camera. No. I know you said it's good, but overall, just alright. Using phone or tablet, in my experience, better than you might think. I mean, this was not a small-time camera. I was kind of shocked. But it has done very well, all things considered. Gotcha. Come here. Also, Fitz, how's it going? What's up? How's your night been? Night, day, you know things. Oh. I presume that's the insect glaive? Yep, this is the bug stick. Ow. Missed. And I've been practicing my bug stick a lot. Oh, stop running in a weird back and forth. Every time I jump. You know what? I'm just gonna get smacked out of the sky. Sure, why not? A very viable option. Where the hell do you think you're going? No, you're just going over there. I'll be fine. Seems fast. Very different from the Charge Blade. Yeah. I've been really digging the Insect Glaive, and my lance is still very much like my baby. Like, I thoroughly enjoy playing my lance, but this one's just fun, and I can actually have a DPS with this one. Oh, that was not where I was trying to aim at. Sorry, sorry. Okay, can you just get off me? Thank you. It's also pretty good at breaking parts, I've found. And it's like what I have been told from people is that, honestly, it's about that ground game. Missed. Which, my ground game is actually pretty good because I played Lance, so I know, you know, kind of what I'm after when it comes to how to fight on the ground. That's gonna hurt. Never stayed on any monster that long. Boing. I just like helicoptering a bit from time to time. Look, I know that the helicopter methodology is not the most efficient. It dulls your weapon super fast. But it's so much fun to just, you know, bounce up and down and stay up in the helicopter mode on top of them. And spin. Oh, he's almost dead. Where'd he go? Oh, he went underground. Okay. We're just gonna capture him, I'm thinking. And some of the moves go, like, really, really devastating. If I can... Okay, so that one I just did, the whole... Like, if I can aim that... Oh, good lord, it hurts. It does like 160 damage with a spike. It's been 100 years tweaking the settings after stream until the color is right. Then take screenshots of the settings you chose for when it decides to screw you. Yeah. I could do that. Just suddenly take a bunch of screenshots and be like, these are my settings. I really... Actually, even easier. Oh, hold on. I'm just going to let him finish killing that thing, running it out. Even easier, because OBS does this, is you can copy the filter settings. And I wonder if I can just paste those settings onto, like, Notepad or something and just be like, here's my settings. There might be a way to do that. There might be. If there isn't, I'd be shocked. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, did I not bring trank bombs? I better have brought trank bombs. I brought trank bombs. Get out of here, chicken. Get out of here, chicken. Nobody loves you. Nobody thinks you're tasty, chicken. Alright. Come on. Go lay down in your nest. I need you to make my life easy and just go lay down in your nest. I don't think you are. So we're just gonna do this. And do that. Collector, we'll collect her the easy way. We'll make life simple. Also, I love being able to actually fly in the direction I'm pointing. Shark's is a great screenshot software, open source, quick find keys, take quick snippets. Can't live without it now. I just use Windows Shift S. I mean, it works for me. Window keys, Shift S, and then it just says, "Oh, you wanna take a clip of something?" And I can tell it exactly what I want to screenshot and everything. I can crop it right then and there. Life is simple. The world is nice. My cat's over there. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's just rolling around on my squishy. Yeah. You were just rolling around on the floor like a weirdo. Cat. Weird cat, love her dearly. Now, game. I know that I have some ancient potions left. Where did you put them? Where did you put them, game? Do I really not? I really don't. Oh. Huh. I have run out of those. What was this one again? Let's make a few of these, because I'm gonna go hunt some other stuff probably now. Oh boy. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that terrible. Kelby corn? Blech. Kelby horn. Wow, words. Work. Alright, hold on. I'm working on like 3 hours of sleep today. It's been quite the interesting couple of days as far as things go. My late nights have turned into production meetings and the whatnot. And I'm currently in, so my work is also trying to, I'm getting slapped with a whole lot of, like, I'm doing international purchasing right now. And so all of my clientele is, like, overseas in China. And I'm like, great. As soon as you guys get up and go to work, I get home from work. So I allow myself, like, a few emails. To just sort of, you know, make up for the fact that we have that massive time difference. Kelby horn? Okay, I know where to find those. I know where to find those. I think I know where to find those. I think they're here? Hold up. Let me... Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go. Who cares? If they're not here, I find them somewhere else. Who cares? OBS filters aren't gonna fix it being overexposed. That's something you have to change in the camera settings. Yeah, and I've tinkered a lot with the camera settings. The minor problem I think we're running into, so if I quickly kind of... We're going to see me again. We're going to see me again. If I go right here and I go properties and I just do this, and then I can go to here fast, so I can keep this thing open. If I go over to here, the... like, the white balance and the exposure is bonkers. Because it doesn't wanna. You know what I mean? It sometimes just doesn't want to. What happens if I hit apply right there? What happens? Nothing happened. Okay, good. I mean, I can do this. Give it a second. Turn it off. And it doesn't really do a ton with the exposure settings, right? I gotta tinker with it like mad. And we will get there. But I mean, it's just minor fix stuff. It's super simple things that I can be like, okay, I forgot to eat again. Son of a bitch. Ankle. No, trainer, I do not want you to prepare my meal. I want my cats to prepare my meals. Alright. Now to just hunt some poor innocent deer. I'm sorry, Jesper. I didn't mean to, smack you there. There's a bagel around here somewhere. Great. Great. Let's see. Seen Kelby's there? Look, there they are. Put the thing away, me. There you go. So I need just a bunch of these horns. That's fine. Liver. No, give me your horn. I need your horn. And get me some... Oh, that's raw meat. Oh, come on, I need... horn! Don't worry. There's many of them. Over some of these. I could use a couple more birds. Birds, you're looking mighty, catchable. You birds are looking mighty catchable. Oh, and we can do some, oh, what's the thing? What's the thing I'm, saying? Screenshot the camera settings for when it resets for no reason. Yeah. Oh, I still don't know why it does that. It makes me sad that it does it at all. Oh! Oh, missed. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. Yeah. It annoys the shit out of me when all of a sudden the camera's just like, I'm not gonna maintain those things that you had before. Because why would I? we can't get rid of this tail pretty quickly, it's gonna get annoying. Ow. Oh, got rid of the tail pretty quickly there. And we're back on top. Hey, now we can slice up your head. Oh boy. How often do you restart or turn off your PC? Maybe ever shut down and lose the settings? Not very often. All things considered, like, honestly, probably not as often as I should. Let's phrase it like that. Missed. Missed. Oh yeah, see if you can land that, like, over 100 damage, easy money. And it breaks stuff, so, oh, I'm hurt. Ow, come on, come on. Are you gonna run away for a bit? Hmm? No? You're not gonna run away? Okay. Don't mind. I'll keep beating the shit out of you. Come here. Yeah, there you go. About to say, give me, like, some space. I need to harvest your tail. You can turn off your PC Tuesday nights so it doesn't need to be readjusted Wednesdays. That's not how that works. Oh, I would need to readjust it on Tuesday. On Wednesday. On the... word. I could turn it off and on Friday after stream, so that way, when I stream the next week, it's good. Hey, buddy. Yeah, sorry about that, big guy. I didn't really give you a chance to drop a ton of those last time we fought, did I? Well, not gonna give you a ton of chances this time either. I said not turn off. Uh-huh, sure you did. And I spin, and I fall. And he hurts me. And I don't like it. Ah, but the dummy's gotten distracted, so we can sharpen up. We're all the way down to green. Alright, jeez. Oh, okay, why are you here? Run, Palomu. Palumu. Whatever. No! Palomu, he's gonna try to blow you up. Don't try to fight the bigger, meaner beast. However, I was about to say, if I could somehow get a get a third essence off of this, Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're talking. Palomo, you were very useful. Thank you. Hopefully this lasts long enough for me to run after Mr. Boy. Where'd he go? Where are you running off to? Maybe he gives me enough chance to actually catch up to him. There he is. Come back here, you. Come back here. I can actually make that jump with my controller now, too. Okay, I needed you to not follow the other monster. Made some distance with that shocker there. Ow! That one actually hurt. Let's do that. Get us some... Well, I tickled him once. He carpet bombs my dummy. Oh, I timed that pretty well. I'm pretty happy about that timing. You don't seem to understand here, Bagel. You have no sympathy from me. You have been a pain in my ass for so long. Helicopter? Helicopter. What? Missed. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. That's oh good. He's leaving. Oh, he's falling apart, eh? Oh, I'm gonna capture me a bagel. I'ma catch me a bagel. I just need to know where he's going. Down? Okay. I got no problem with going down. Hi. Oh wait, no, you went up. You went hella up. Oh my goodness. He went down and then suddenly decided to take to the absolute skies. Well, hopefully he falls asleep somewhere. Because I want to capture. I need... Honestly, right now, like this session and probably even my next time I play this game, I don't know when that is exactly yet. But, you know, eventually. It's probably mostly just going to be me, like, running around gathering materials. Limo, are you making enemies? Like, there's Legiana material here, too. Are you just trying to pick fights? Oh, there's a Kieran around here, too, isn't there? Yeah, there's a Kieran. Somewhere around here. Or at the very least, there was. I got actual material out of that? Hot damn. Hello, little Kelbies. I need you to die for me, please. Thank you. I know it's sad, but I need your horns. I heard there would be some booping of the snoots, and I had to show up. Is that a thing I said? That sounds like a thing I would say. Speaking of which, the cat can come back. The cat can come back now, because she decided to go back to hanging out in her bed, like a cat would. So she is liking the little, green screen cubby here that I've made for us. I may have put words in your mouth. Words in my mouth or words in your mouth? Because there's 2 of them. Just having a snooze, the both of you. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. Oh. You. Oh. Legiana just soaked up both of those traps. Nope. See you later, Leggy. I'm out. I'm out. Ah. Freaking Leggy getting all up in my business. I like the green screen cubby hole. I like the green screen cubby hole. It's a cubby now. It's a kind of a squarish looking thing, but it fits. And it fits everything. And it just allows me to, you know, have some space that is more dedicated. That's there we go. There we go. I think you interpreted sexy time for them. I mean, I have the tendency to, like, exude that kind of attitude and atmosphere, but you can't blame me for things I didn't say. Must be what I'm wearing. Is it what I'm wearing? I think it's what I'm wearing. Bagel, where'd you go? You're all the way over there, huh? You're probably fighting, aren't you? Cock-blocking 101 by Ag. It's not my fault. There I was, just waltzing down the hallway, and it's not my fault that my, you know, I can keep my girlish figure better than a lot of other people can. Let me put this back. Let me just get horn, please. Fuck. Damn it. I just exude, like, you know, that kind of air, I suppose. It's weird. They were just alone in their nest, looking to doing Ouroboros. Ouroboros? How do you people pronounce it? I've heard so many people pronounce it different ways. Ouroboros, Ouroboros. I've always done Ouroboros, because that's how I learned it the first time. But no, you had to start a fight. I know. Actually, it wasn't me what started the fight. I blame the Leggy for activating my trap when it wasn't even intended for her. She had to go and ruin it for everyone. Oh, they are absolutely fighting up here. Come on, just let me put the thing down. And he ran away. Typical bagel. Absolute typical bagel. I walk all this way up here. And what does he do? He just saunters off like, you know. Captured. Good. Ow. Even after he was captured, he blew me up. You bitch. Got him. That's right. Fighting is foreplay. Oraborous. Oraborous. I need so much of this horn. Feel like we're playing the blame game. We are. I know for a fact whose fault it is. It's my fault. It's my fault for getting in between a couple of, you know, monster buddies in the middle of a cuddle sesh. Ag just wanted to join the puddle. And when you know it, jealousy set in. All of a sudden, I was the problem. Sure, sure. That's how they get you. That's how it starts every time. I'm not getting, like, any horns from this. And I don't know why. I'm not getting any horns from killing all these. Why am I not getting any horns? You gotta ask if you wanna make it a threesome beforehand. Then where's the fun in that? Your flying Poogie is awesome. Isn't he adorable? My little, what was he? Beelzebub? Is his name? I was like, yeah. And there's my international trades happening again. Bop. Oh, man. You know what? Do we just
on the hunt.
claim my rewards? And not one of their horns inside, I bet. Typical. Typical. That was the smallest bagel I've fought so far, huh? Thank you. Thanks for letting me know that I was worthless. I'm gonna look up a thing real quick.
The field teams gathered at the main gate.
Did I spell it wrong? I did
Seems
spell
like
it
they're
wrong.
getting ready to go out
Whatever.
on an expedition in the forest.
What? Oh, it's a shiny drop. What? What? Huh. Oh no, I have to go low rank. Aw, man. Alright. It's gotta be low rank, that's why. Look at this pretty little leopard spots. Got her spots. She's got her spots and stripes. She's a little mix. She's a mix of cat. Which is not a bad thing. The thing that makes it a bad thing is her weird idea about deciding to wake me up at, 4 in the morning so that way I can watch her eat. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do can do an investigation, I bet. Hold on, let me...
Don't let me down.
Oh, I did a thing, apparently. Tempered monster investigation. Ooh, what's that? Tempered monsters. Okay, so something has changed. That's cool. What if I do this? What if I... Is it an option in here? Are they just a farmable thing? I don't think they are a farmable thing. That's a real shame. But that's fine. That's fine. Basically, if I do any, like, low investigation, I should, theoretically, be able to just collect around that, right? I don't think they show up there. Like, I could... I could do this one. Or I could do this one. You know what? I'll do this. I got 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes to slay this beast. And that's fine. He is a mix. A mix of adorable and cute. Yas. And, you know, the 3 a.m. energy. Dogs like to wake us up at 3 a.m. if there's a possum up a tree. Why possum? Possum do nothing to nobody. They don't stop barking until we take care of it. By take care, I'm assuming you mean... Like, oh, we took care of it. Yay, we got rid of the possum. Go to sleep, dogs. Because that's what I do. When Esper gets up in the morning and she's like, hey, come watch me eat real fast. It's important. I go, okay. I stand up for about 30 seconds. She starts eating, and I just go back to sleep. New Zealand possums are pests. Oh, they destroy our trees and kill our useless, flightless birds. They even look different to U.S. possums. Yeah, I think it's because New Zealand and Australia have possums, and then we have an opossum. Or is it the other way around? It might be the other way around. Either way. So see, now, theoretically, I'm in low rank, and I should just be able to collect these. And I should get the horn that I'm after, right? Questionable. Wrong button. I'm doing that a lot today. Hitting the wrong button to try to put my weapon away. Still getting a lot of warm pelt. Give me the horn. Horn. Horn game. Or do I need to kill one with, like, you know, actual horns? Is that how in-depth this gets? Why can I not just get horn? Why can I not just get the thing that I'm after, game? Why must you lord this over me so? Calling this episode, AGG tries to get a grip on his horn. Yeah. It's not wrong. I mean, it's not my fault that, you know, everywhere that's supposed to have one just suddenly doesn't. Everyone's like, oh no, don't touch my horn. And I'm over here like, but look, I need it. You leave that Barath alone, you weirdo. There, we'll go... Ugh. This game is annoying me because all I want to do is... Yeah, I know, it's right there. All I want to do is kill some Kelbies, get their horns, make some ancient potions, make my life simple, but no. No, I don't get to do that. I get to do things the hard way. Why must I do things the hard way? I don't know. Because the game forbids me from doing anything the easy way. I sympathize. The boys wake me up at 4 to 5 a.m. to eat, and even right now I have to constantly open the back door for them to go out. Yep. Sometimes literally every 2 to 3 minutes. Yep. Esper will sometimes do that if she realizes that I'm like not watching her, despite the fact that I never really do. I just stand up and she's like, "Cool, you're up and watching." She just goes right back to eating immediately. And every once in a while, she'll acknowledge the fact that, oh, you know, you were watching and now you're not. We need to remedy that. I'm like, we do not need to remedy that. How fast do you think I can kill this this low rank Barroth? I think I can kill it pretty quick. Blah. Hup. Now, hup. And he's limping already. Oh my goodness. He's already limping away. He's almost near death. That was fast. Very. The answer was, in fact, very. He did not make it very far, did he? I mean, it'd be mean to kill him at this point. Much better to just capture the boy. Can insect glaives lever tails and parts? Sure can. In fact, it does quite a number on parts, I've come to find. Oh, I forgot to replenish my shock trap, didn't I? Oh, well. It's in there, like, scrambling, looking around for it. Come on, big guy. Much better I capture you and take you in and we just harvest you and let you free than to kill you outright right here. You know what I mean? The thing I really like about the Insect Glaive is it has such a good high DPS and mobility, which I'm super used to because of my playing From Software games so much, that it works out super, super well. I can adjust that a touch. Guess that's what I'm going to learn next. Dude, Insect Glaive is fun times. Whole bunch of monster bone, apparently. I don't know why. But the Insect Glaive has been pretty fun. Like, and again, I've been practicing my ground game, so I'm practicing fighting on the ground, fighting on the low end, so I'm learning how to mount better. I'm learning, like, when I do mount, how to bring them down a little bit. I mean, I'm mostly just doing damage and trying to smack them as hard as humanly possible. But it's been a lot of fun. And honestly, I think that's kind of what most people kind of want out of the game, right? Like, we're playing it to have fun. We're not playing it to be like, ooh, awesome kind of micromanage. And, well, some people like to micromanage things, who knows. Some people are crazy. I don't think that item I'm looking to try to get my hands on is a farmable thing, is it? Probably not. How about you, lady? Can you help me out?
Yes.
What's it gonna cost? Crazy... Crazy lady. 80 points. Nope, I need 100 points. Great. I'm not using these. Not using those either. Bam, money. There, now I have a couple. Now I have a few just lying around just in case. And slap one into our inventory so that way we can actually manage it. Alright, what can we do? Let's do optionals again. Let's, an Angie, another, Rathian, a chicken, Baroth, let's just do the Baroth. Let's do the Baroth real speed-like. It's not going to be as speed as the last one. The last one's a low rank. This is a high rank. And that's okay. It's still a whole lot of practice for me. And that's kind of the big kicker. The big thing that I'm after is, you know, helping me to learn how to do some of this stuff better. I forgot to eat. I just cannot remember to do this lately. I've been doing this even when I was off stream, like collecting and whatnot. Oh, I guess I could go fight the Xenos for stream, huh? So I think I told the story already because we've already kind of... No, don't move. Don't move, little guy. I missed. Son of a biscuit. There I was just trying to catch this old guy. I was just trying to catch him. Because he would have fit in my collection so wonderfully. And I can't remember what I was thinking. I had a train of thought. Oh, yeah. I've talked about it already where I beat the game on accident. ST beat the game on accident, so when she all of a sudden messaged me being all like, I see what you mean about how easy it was to just kind of beat it without intending to. I'm like, yeah. It was, it's really hard to not, almost, you know? But anyway, I digress. So I didn't actually get to kill any of those things on the stream. Despite the fact that I tried that one time. So maybe I can just go fight that dude? Hey, big fella. So... There we go. Ouch. Where are you going? What the hell? You're running away already? No way that was a phase. Don't even start with me. There we go. Wow, that's a lot of parts broken already. Ouch. Another cool thing I learned about the insect waves, I heal from it too. If I hit their tail right with my bug. Yep, back on his face. And the best thing about this, like, it's so easy to just bounce around back and forth, because as long as you got the stamina for it, you're golden. And I'll let you stay up for a extended period. Smack you. Ah, missed. Oh, missed. Oh boy. I'm here. Yo, what up, Belle? How are you? How are the things and such? Oop, ran out of my essence. Oh, he's limping away. He's almost dead already. Alright, sweet. That IG is cool. Gonna stick with Charge Blade for the challenge, but when I get to your point, I'll have to learn it. It could be so much fun. You get on top of them and you're just riding around and you're like, I'm gonna do so much damage. And it hasn't gotten to really been highlighted on like Plague Pal stream yet, because I think since it's so much of a forced perspective, not to like belittle any of how we're doing stuff over there, but since it's always Emily watching, it's like it's hard to see what other people are doing and what makes what some of the other players are doing really, really cool. Unless you're playing it, in which case it's like, oh, I can sit here and I can be like, wow, Sin, that was nuts, that thing you just did. And capture. Let's see. If it keeps you up for more than 4 hours, though, you should call a doctor. The cat? If the cat keeps me up for more... What? Oh. Only if you don't have a use for it. Booth God's kind of right. If you got a use for it. Oh. As I drink my water on this exceptionally hot day. Which, speaking of which, it has been exceptionally warm lately. And I don't like it. I am not a warm weather individual. For someone who lives in a desert, I much prefer autumn and the early phases of winter. The early phases of winter are so much better. And autumn is wonderful, because autumn is hoodie weather. And hoodie weather is the best kind of weather. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong. Huh. Yo, Smokey, what up? How's it going, Smokey? How you doing? How was your night? How are things? How's the... I had another thing in my brain and it went away. Which is a weird thing to have in your brain if you really, really think about it. I am also debating... Yeah, do that one. I want you to do that one. I want you to do it. Actually, oh, man. I probably set it to the wrong thing. I could have easily sent it on a hunt for the stupid thing that I need the horns of, huh?
Seems like they're getting ready to go out
Oh, that's a
on
real
an
shame.
expedition in the
Missed my
forest.
opportunity on that one. I see you beat high rank. I did. In fact, Smokey, I didn't just beat high rank. I beat it on accident. So there I was, right? Hear me out, Smokey. Hear me out. There I was, practicing the bug stick. Practicing the insect glaive. And I'm running around being like, okay, I'm getting better at it. So I go fight Val. I beat Val. And then I'm like, okay, I beat Val. That wasn't too bad. And then it presents me with an investigation quest. Literally just an investigation quest. I'm like, okay, just an investigation. Can't be too bad. So then I go on the investigation. Turns out I have to fight the big mean dragon. And I'm like, well, I can't just not try to fight the big mean dragon, right? Big mean dragon goes down, and there it was. I was like, hey, wait a second. Didn't expect to actually do that. I'm in Arizona and can comfortably say the summer heat is awful. Can't wait for late September, early October. Dude, early October is so good. Like a little bit of rain and like, you know, just a nice warm hoodie and it's the best. Oh. Autumn is the best. Autumn's the best. Cats? I want to talk to you cats. Because you're wearing adorable little hats and look at you. Oh. A sapphire star. Just the hunter we're looking for. Is that a name I have? You have to come to the research base with us. The old Linian expert lady wants to talk to you. Okay. Trail Redder you've never seen before. Shut up and followed you back. Okay. Lend us a paw. Will you come back to the research base? Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, let's, off we go. Let's do it. And the other thing, so everyone has been doing that whole, coming at other people with the whole, hey, you know. Okay, I mean, you run into this a lot. What on earth are you? Oh, you're from The Witcher. I was about to say, I'm like, I know this creature. What is it called? And I couldn't remember what it's called. And I still can't remember what it's called. It's from The Witcher. I've seen it in The Witcher.
It doesn't even. I'm beginning to doubt that whatever it is, it's outside my area of expertise. I'll send a feline to fetch him right away. Mind staying a peculiar case, to say the least. I'm interested to see what comes of it.
I don't really like that.
I see. I think I understand the situation.
Do you?
I'm not really sure what to make of it just yet.
Just to be safe, we shouldn't get too close. But none of its features seem to resemble anything close to what we know is a living...
Are you saying that this creature could have come from another world?
Here's one of the crossovers.
Seems like
The Witcher
I believe
crossover.
we might...
there are too many unknown.
It seems it might take a while to get to the bottom
So
of
what am I
this.
gonna hunt from this thing?
If only
Or
there
what's
were
gonna
someone
show
who
up
knew
and-
exactly what this was.
Are we gonna see... Hey. You leave my cat alone. Those are my cat's things. Okay, who's the crossover character? What? Is it Geralt?
Not again.
Yeah.
Damn portal. Folk wonder why I hate him.
You should give Kovateroth a try when she comes back around. It's a raid-style event where the whole lobby works together to beat it. Really?
Where am I?
The New World. The Third Fleet's research base, to be
Interesting.
more specific. And you are?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. Was tracking a monster through the forest.
These crossovers are weird.
Well,
Why, hello there, older
transported here,
distinguished
so-
man, right?
must have been magic of some kind that brought me to this world.
I mean, who doesn't see Geralt in any form, book, game, or show and be like, well, hello there.
This is like something out of a fairy tale.
What you're saying is hard to believe. But after what we've just witnessed, I don't think we have a choice.
I love games that do crossovers like this. They're so weird. Because they're just like,
Quite familiar with those.
well, how do we get this guy in there? Just get him in there and make him explain exactly what's going on. And everyone just magically understands.
If we head
So
there,
you're from another world and you hunt monsters. Cool, makes sense. I mean, we do that too. And it's like, okay, sure,
However,
yeah,
I
yeah.
fear monsters from another world might be beyond what the Research Commission is capable of handling.
Tell you what.
Why
I'm
would
to be a monster slayer of sorts myself, so
why would we be
venture to
scared of
say
this
I can
little
take care of
critter
your problem
when
in the
we
woods.
just
And
when we
the
fight
grace, of
giant
course.
dragons on a day-to-day? And what is the little goblin critter, I can't remember what they're called, trying to do with that flask? Oh, threw Esper's flask.
All right,
Little jerk
let's
bag.
go over what we know.
Quit scratching on my floor.
First, second, the neck, and third.
A Necker.
Caused
There.
this
Wow.
Necker and our
Why
Witcher
could I not
friend
remember
into
Necker?
our world remains unknown.
You know what? It's been a long time since I played The Witcher games. I take
These
no
probably
responsibility
dropped
for
through
not
a
knowing.
portal like I did. A different worth looking in. Anything else I should know? Doesn't matter how trivially.
Now that you mention it, there have been reports of an unusually large number of revoltures recently.
Revulture.
They're scavenger.
Scavenger birds.
The commission will. If you cross
Scavenger
paths in
birds.
the forest, don't.
Tiny
hesitate
things
to
are
ask
scary
for
when
help.
angry. It's why I avoid toddlers when they're having a tantrum. I don't avoid them.
Normally,
I walk
I'd have
away
you
from them,
handle
but that doesn't mean I
something
avoid
like
them.
this. But given what we know, which doesn't mean we.
Yes, sir.
Let me
Actually,
handle this
most
one,
so
Hunter. Promise I'll tend to it right away.
my niece and nephew know not to mess with me when it comes to like throwing some kind of tantrum because they know I'm not gonna like fall for it. Like I actively call out my nephew on his fake cries. I'm like, "You're not really crying, and I know that you're not crying. I know that that's a very fake cry, so don't try it with me." And he might try like one more time before he's like, "Fine," and I'm like, You can't get past me. I know things." Let's see. Do you want to help Geralt of Rivia? Of course I do. You get to play as Geralt of Rivia. Equipment for this quest is predetermined. You can only keep quest reward items. Meal effects are lost upon departing. This will not count towards the guild card's weapon usage statistics. I get to play Geralt, huh? Alright. Alright, I'll bite. It's been a long time since I played a Witcher game, and apparently today was the day to bring it back. Go figure. My glasses keep sliding downward. Okay. I think my overseas shenanigans are...
Commission member. Should talk to him.
This is going to be interesting.
Good to see you.
That is not the voice I expected to hear out of you, but sure.
Be careful.
Okay. I'll accept it. I don't know how good, bad, or whatever this is gonna get.
Ancient forest, huh? Easy place to get lost, looks like. Should follow the map. Try to find the commission members.
Oh, it is so Witcher.
Never seen anything like this before. Wonder what kind of potion you could make with it.
Oh, I really want to know.
A commission member.
I want to know who
Could know something.
who wrote it. That's what I want to know. Who wrote these
monster
lines for him? Because
pretty
this
bad
feels
from what I
very
can
much
see.
CD Projekt Red style of like, hey, we're gonna talk about
You got
everything on our
I'm a
way.
Witcher. See a lot of dead bodies.
Right.
Actually, need to learn about the recent strange happenings in the forest. Got a feeling that
Can't say I'm a
carcass
huge
could be
fan of
linked.
the animation that they went with, but
You might be right. I've never seen monsters leave their prey looking like this.
Like to check the body if you don't mind.
I'm gonna check the body.
Let's have a look. Herbivore, gotta be, judging by the shape of its
It's
head.
such... It is so Witcher to be like, look, here's a bunch of options. You're gonna look at all of them?
It's called an aptonoth. Very docile. They usually travel in...
All of them this big? Quite the feast for a predator.
Yeah, they're actually a favorite among the larger monsters. And, well, us too. You could say they are quite tasty. But yeah.
Again,
It's
not the voice I
uncommon
expected to
see
hear
an
out of this
aptonoth
person.
carcass lying around here and there.
Body's riddled with
This is
puncture
so
wounds.
Witcher. I'm gonna have to play The Witcher again, aren't I?
Yeah, by something small and
You know where Geralt
pointy.
would thrive as a crossover character? Where he would thrive as a crossover character. Jurassic Park. Well, yeah, but like the whole point of the Jurassic Park films is to watch,
Birds
you know,
beaks, herbivore.
the bad guys
All of
get
them
got.
But
Herbivore.
that's wrong.
Except
All of them this
that
big.
Yeah, but yeah.
in
Bones, swollen muscles.
Okay.
It was running away
I want
from
to
something.
divert for a
Collapsed
second.
here.
I love the first Jurassic Park movie. The first one, fabulous. Even the first book, so good. And the rest of the films are incredibly uncomfortable because
No other
way
aptonoth
too many
around.
innocent people are
Whatever
suddenly
attacked
getting
this
eaten,
one
and I'm
until
like,
it had separated from the clever
you know,
herbivore.
That's
All of
one
them.
of the things I would hate
yeah.
to do or to have happen is to get
So
eaten. I think that would suck.
It's just
Gonna search.
So
I'll be around here if you need
the amount of like
Search around
innocent
the
people
body.
who suddenly die
find the
in
tracks
the
of
new
whatever
Jurassic
it is.
Park films is baffling to me.
Nothing this way. Let's try somewhere else.
Oh, I'm supposed to get off. Get off.
Feathers, black, from the birds that attacked the aptonoth. Gotta be.
Yep. Gotta be. Alright.
Just need to follow these. Should find where it was first attacked.
That was so good. This is... Oh... I need to play The Witcher again soon. This is what's coming down to. The first sequel wasn't bad. It had some good scenes. It had some. Because it tried to... live up to the first one. And so it tried to maintain the same story. They tried. The second film tried
And the
to do
markings,
the second book.
same as on the previous corpse.
At least some of it.
Seems to be attacking as one.
The third one? Garbage.
No use trying to pick them off one by one. Could
Oh.
incinerate them all with Igni, though. Don't see any other way.
Oh, too soon, I suppose. Well, would you knock it off? Get over here. Man. Yeah. I haven't played a Witcher game in a while. I'm bad at it. Ha. Suck my flame, nerds. I guess that was enough of them. Sometime later. Oh, thank God, I don't have to kill all of them.
Richard, sir?
I'm fine. Seems the black birds are the culprits.
Revoltures. They're scavenger birds that enjoy large monsters' leftovers. They're usually harm. I can't believe they would attack a living aptonoth.
Those birds attacked
Um,
me too. Any idea
Jurassic
why
Park.
they suddenly turned aggressive?
So all the Jurassic World ones, I watch for like a few minutes and then I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
To be
So,
honest,
the first
unless
Jurassic World,
there was some
right,
kind of external factor,
it made me feel
something
exceptionally bad
significant enough to
because
cause a sudden
there was
change in
this
the
girl who was just a
ecosystem.
babysitter for these two kids to be like, look, just watch over the kids. Okay, watch the kids. Cool, I'm getting paid. Who gives a shit? And suddenly, she gets just carried away by a dinosaur and then eaten. In the old ones, like, the bad guys got eaten and the good people, you know, got away, and every once in a while, there was a side casualty. But then all of a sudden, the Jurassic World movies were like, everyone's a side casualty. The bad guys and the good guys don't die until we decide at the very end. I'm like, all this just random killing is what made the, like, all the sequels to all the slasher film timelines really, really boring to me. Just like the mindlessness of it. It's kind of, you know, broke it for me a little bit. I did love the Mosasaurus from the reboot. It's the unsung hero of that film. All that screen time was given to the raptors and the T-Rex when we could have been focusing on that majestic creature.
Something
Which
that
is kind of
nudged them
funny.
to the brink of
So,
starvation, for instance.
okay. More Jurassic Park stuff. Trivia. At the time that they were filming the original Jurassic Park, the raptor that they have in the movie, they made them up. Because they were like, we need to be bigger. Like, a Velociraptor skull is only like about yay big. They're like about yay big and about yay thin. They're quite small. And they were like, okay, well, we want a creature like this, but bigger. And so they just made it bigger for the movie. And then, about 2 months after the movie had come out, the Utah raptor was discovered here in southern Utah. And it is a raptor that is about the size of the Velociraptor in the movies. And so they were like, huh, well, that's kind of cool. And they're pretty beefcake, so they did kind of exist. That's a fair point. I did feel bad for the PA/babysitter. Damn right you did, because she did nothing wrong, and she was just like, I'm a kid trying to get through college. This is going to get me, like, a bit of a paycheck, I suppose. And then all of a sudden, just not living anymore, not breathing. Yep. Yo, Godzilla Great Sword Main, what's going on, my guy? How's it going? And somebody here knows the Jurassic Park trivia I'm talking about. And it was kind of cool. It was kind of coincidence that they were like, you know, look at this thing that we just suddenly discovered after we kind of made up this other thing.
Come to think of it,
Necker could be. Small got lucky.
now that you mention it, this forest is teeming with life. I wonder if that Necker lost its need to attack.
Pretty bold hypothesis.
I haven't seen it in a...
Might have sensed
If it does, I'll send for our best.
mind my...
I've always loved critters ever since I was little. I'll spare you. And the next thing I owe it all to my...
See where you're coming from.
They're too good to me. My life wouldn't be...
Take care now.
This is so Witcher. I gotta play The Witcher again here soon, don't I?
Be
The
careful
Witcher
out
is
there,
just...
Witcher.
It's so good.
Clear as day.
Oh,
This
now
is
where
the
am I
work
going?
of something that wields magic. Powerful magic.
Gotta go up
Need
this
to
way, it
figure
looks
out
like.
what it
Okay.
is. Should try to find another commission member.
Yeah, there's one up. Up that way. Let's go up that way, me. You don't have to, but you totally should. I really, really should. Though, if I dedicated to making that like a stream thing, it would take a long time. Because I am meticulous and idiosyncratic about
Commission
my...
member. Should be one in this
Like, I
area.
want to question everyone. I want to touch everything. Is your first run on this quest? Yup.
What do we have here?
I'm doing all the...
A journal.
I'm still doing, like, optionals, because... Emily and
Notes from
Syndraulic are
margin to
behind
margin.
now.
Must belong to one of the
Go
commission
figure.
members.
Because
Need to look
me and
around,
ST
look for clues.
accidentally beat the game. Not our fault. I
Long
maintain that
stride,
it's not our fault.
deep prints. Took off in a panic.
I see. This is a
Footprints
fun
lead
one.
deeper
You
into
better
the
be.
woods.
No,
Wonder what spooked
so
him.
far, I'm enjoying it, mostly because I get to play The Witcher in a different environment than usual. And it's making me feel very nostalgic for getting to play The Witcher.
Tracks
Since
all
PC
over
is
the
behind.
place.
Behind by a whole generation. I mean, he's
Something
getting there.
bounce on 'em, they get attacked.
He's getting it fixed.
Need to look
Everything's,
around some
you know,
more.
everything's coming up
Another journey.
Syndraulic's PC.
Same researchers.
You can get
judging by the
help in this
handwriting.
quest from a Pookie. Wait, really?
Researcher
can?
must have been chased into this cave.
I can get help from a Pookie, you say? The Witcher 3 didn't grab me. I played a few hours and it didn't hook me, so I never got around to finishing it. Yeah. The Witcher 3 is one of those films that... Or films.
Medallions humming up a
Games.
storm.
You really
Magic
have
in
to
the air.
just
Gotta be.
dedicate to like, I'm gonna play this game for a while, and suddenly the story gets you at some point.
Reaching out for
One of those side
something
missions.
looks like.
I know it's an amazing game, I just wish it hooked me. Yeah. And I think the same thing is true for like most of CD Projekt Red's projects, like Cyberpunk 2077. A whole lot of people were like, yeah, it's cool and all, but then they ran into either bugs or the story wasn't engaging enough and they just got bored with it. And I'm like, fair point. I beat Cyberpunk. I thoroughly enjoyed Cyberpunk. Never ran into any problems. Hi, Pookie.
Beasts are of this world. Unlucky ones at that.
Oh.
No signs of predation. Roots choke them to death, it seems. Hopefully, whoever
You're not
left these
alive.
Footprints was luckier.
That Pookie's not alive. Not this one. The next one. Oh, hi, person.
Oh my, a fiver.
There is
You
one
sensed I
alive in
was
the
trouble
area.
and came to rescue me, did you?
Might have to find him.
Wait, you're not.
Name's Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Essentially
Trapped.
looking to certain
So I
events
must free the
happened
Pookie,
recently in these
is what I'm
woods.
hearing. Free the Pookie. Ooh.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
The commander
all right.
spoke of you.
I'm gonna
You
find
look
him.
Quite spunky.
I'm gonna find him. Spunky, that's the word for it, huh? Yeah.
Well, welcome to the new world. I would shake your. I am a member of the research commission, a master. Of
I love seeing the
tactical
dynamic
arts, so to
difference
speak.
between Monster Hunter character and Witcher character. The Witcher is like, yeah, this is a dangerous, spot, dangerous place and whatnot.
Please.
But
There are
then
hunters
Monster Hunter
who are in
people are
need of
like
my services.
super casual
This is
about
no
everything.
time for me to be tied up in roots.
You did not call Geralt spunky. Yeah.
All right.
I think it
That's it
was
for me.
meant in humor to make fun of his stoic demeanor. There are many words to describe him. Spunky's not one of them. What are you talking about? I think he's quite spunky. I mean, look at how energetic he
feeling
is.
you would say
Look
that.
at those facial expressions.
Alas, I don't exactly carry a pouch full of zenny on
Need to
me
play
at
the
all
Witcher
times.
games. I've bought them, just gotta start them.
However
Yeah, it's
much
what
you
Booth God was
require,
just talking
I'm
about.
sure
He's
the
like,
commander will gladly
that hook,
compensate
it
you.
takes a bit.
Gotta say,
You can play for
you're
like,
awfully lively for someone whose roots seem.
Ugh, I
you
assure
could play for
the
a
feeling is
good,
not
like,
mutual.
several hours and still not quite get into it, which can be a bit rough, honestly. Mostly because it's a lot of this, right? I'm back. I wanted to get food, but my brother decided to go on a practice drive, so I went along. How's his driving coming along? Hopefully he didn't kill anyone. So whenever I play The Witcher, I'm like, my first hour is just talking to everyone, and I don't even play the game for like 2 hours in. I'm the same with Portal. I own both. I own both 1 and 2, but never got around to actually playing them. Oh, Portal is so good. I love Portal.
There I
And Portal
was
2.
minding
Portal
my
2 is one of my
business
favorites.
whilst
Such a
conducting
great
my
game.
investigation. There was no- I
Portal
was
2
able
is
to
a
outmaneuver
blast
them
with a
for
friend,
while,
by the
but
way.
eventually I was just in the mid-
Mean to say
There's a
you tried to
couple-
talk the roots around.
The commission has
I
quite
think there's a
capable
couple
body
clips
exhibits
still on
in
the
Carl
channel for
Sapphire's hut.
when me and my
Perhaps I
friend
rely on our
Nick
hunter
got to
too
play
much.
co-op Portal 2. Absolute blast. And we had a good funny moment.
Why, the lesson has yet to begin. There is much
He did
research
well,
to be
only
done
ran
on
over
this
3 school
phenomenon.
children this time. Hey. It's not as bad as the last car wash he had to go through. Last car wash raised some eyebrows, but those
Guess
kids work in the
not.
car wash are like high school, and so they're like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Don't exact. And
I leave the method
That's a
to
joke
you.
to make
Just get me out
fun of high
here.
school students and how uninterested in anything they absolutely are. In case anybody didn't know that.
not
Anyway.
the safest way, but Igni would take care of those roots right quick.
There you go, buddy. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have gone and looked around, shouldn't I? Anyway, Portal 2 is one of the best rated games ever. Play it. Fucking do it. Only if you promise not to laugh at my terrible puzzle-solving abilities. I even
You all right?
struggled on some of the puzzle-solving in Portal 2, and I played the game prior.
Oh my, I had no idea.
You can still look around.
you
Oh,
were
thank
a
God.
wizard.
Because I was about to say, I'm like, if I know anything from the Witcher games, if it says, oh, I could just do this, and you do this, suddenly you miss out on potentially getting to do something else. But I forgot this is a Monster Hunter game. But I wonder how much of a hand CD Projekt Red actually had in this. By the way the conversation goes, a lot. Corpses don't count until you reach double digits. I would say that's a little closer related to, like, if you're driving, you know, through an old folks home, it's like, it doesn't really count. They can't really dodge. So until you hit like 3 of them, it might count as 1. Lots of people here right now. Get a raid? No, we did not. We're just popular.
I'm no wizard. I'm a witcher. Monster slayer.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Forgive me, Master Witcher.
Portal 2 it is.
Now,
Dude, Portal 2
what
is so
brings
good.
you to this part of the
Like I
farm?
said, I think
Looking
there's
for
a clip.
information.
There still might be a clip of me and my artist friend Nick playing it. And we did do a full VOD of it. I think it's just on the VOD. On the
Saw
VOD
routes
channel
like
on the
these
YouTube.
my way here.
But
They common in-
Absolutely
it,
not.
oh,
It is true
Portal
that
2 is such a
plants are
blast.
able to grow
We did so bad
rapidly
at it.
depending on the stage
but
of
we
their
like
life
couldn't
cycle.
quit. We played for like
But they never
8
grow
hours
that
straight, for
fast.
6 hours straight. I played for a long time. Okay, we played it for an extended period of time in one sitting. So we're like, well, we gotta beat it, right? We gotta get to the
In our
end.
world,
Like, we can't just
people,
stop
monsters,
right
plants,
before the
they
next set of
all
levels.
operate on the same flow
Portal
of
1 is
time and
also
energy.
good. I'd play 1 first. It's not particularly long.
Of
Now,
course,
Portal
there
1 is
are
actually
natural
very
phenomena,
short,
and at
surprisingly.
times, things can and
I
do
remember it
grow
being a
at
lot
abnormal
longer when it first
rates.
came out on the orange box. And I'm sitting there like,
Those, the only possibility
you
I
know,
can think of
playing through
is
it.
that
So
might be akin to
when
something
Portal
like the
1
magic
came out, I was
heroes.
working out in the middle of nowhere at like a
Saw routes like these on
a
my way
vacation
here.
hotspot kind of
They common
destination,
in your world.
doing a seasonal job.
Absolutely not. I've
And
noticed, too, that
we
plants
bought the
are
orange
able to
box and we
grow
brought it out on our
rapidly
computer and we
depending on the
installed
stage in
it
their
because
life
that's what
cycle.
you did back
But they never
then.
grow that fast.
Is you had to install
In
games
our world,
on a disc.
people, monsters,
And we
plants,
played it
they
in
all
the space of
operate on the
a,
same
you know,
flow of
couple
time,
hours
and of
single
course
night, but
there
it
are
felt
those
longer because we
roots
were
of
just
something
having fun.
more. I can't think of any other
And
only possibility I can think of. is
then when
that
I
it
went
might
back
be
and
akin-
replayed
roots.
it, went
Why'd they
back,
attack
replayed
you?
Portal,
Any
and I was
idea?
just like, this is
I haven't
shorter
the
than I
faintest.
remember.
I was recording in my
You know, it was
notebook
like,
at the
there's
time.
a little something I'm just like,
Notice anything else during the attack?
kind of wanted to play. I thought it was a lot longer than it
In
actually
all
was.
honesty,
It wasn't,
once the
and that's
roots took
fine.
hold,
Or maybe I
thought
was just a
would end up with
dumbass
some
back when I played it the
monsters.
first time around.
But
Meow.
luckily that didn't
Uh-oh,
happen.
what's going on? What's happening? Hold on, I saw a thing. Pop-up notification. What happened? I'm assuming some kind of charity donation. I missed it. I couldn't read the small text. Somebody donated money. Oh, thank you to whoever donated money. I didn't get to read it fast enough. Anonymous donated $25. Anonymous, whoever you are, if you want to call yourself out, I will thank you profusely for donating to our Extra Life cause. Thank you so much for all the value, for all the love and the donation. Thank you, Anonymous. Yeah. I was talking to a friend the other day about how the Sims DLCs used to make multiple discs to install. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, anyway, Extra Life, thank you so much. All of our charity proceeds are going towards the Plague Pals group, who is also a subgroup of the Rooster Teeth crowd. So, you get, mwah. There, your donation earned you an anonymous kiss, whoever it was. Thank you. I do greatly appreciate it. All of our proceeds are going to Primary Children's Hospital, which is a massive children's research hospital here in the state. And we do some amazing stuff out here. And so
Guess the
I
roots
do
attack
greatly
anything that
appreciate.
wanders within
Also, I don't know
range.
if I've actually even talked about our incentive towards our goal. So the goal, I kept it pretty mild. Are you telling me I'm editing for a Rooster Teeth group and I didn't even know? Lol. No. I personally, okay, that's a lie. I may have some affiliation with a Rooster Teeth member. I am streaming for myself. Plague Pals streams for themselves, and we just happen to know Chad. Like, I mod for Chad. The game developer over at Plague Pals is Chad's brother-in-law, and that's how they met him, and then I met Chad, and then I met Plague Pals through them, and all. It's a conglomeration now. But anyway, so for our Extra Life stuff, we decided to, you know, well, they decided they're gonna do as a subgroup of Rooster Teeth because that's what Chad does, obviously. And then I was like, yeah, I'll pitch towards that same team. So we have a group, and we are a sub team of Rooster Teeth, technically. So yeah. And okay, the things are getting longer. I'm gonna speed through this a little bit. I've played the Witcher games. I know how these things go. I could be here for another hour, honestly, just listening to Geralt talk.
They are large bird wyverns, known for their vividly colorful feathers.
But anyway, Anonymous, if you wanted to make yourself unanonymous, then, you know, I will thank you personally and profusely. If you would rather I not, I will just hashtag, or not hashtag, no! Why would you do this, machine? Oh, dagnabbit. I had it all set up, and I knew it worked, and then it suddenly didn't. Son of a biscuit. I had it working. I had it working. I had it working. I swear I did. And then suddenly it wasn't. I mean, exclamation mark charity. Ooh, magical link. It worked. Totally worked on the first try. Absolutely. Why would it not, right? So,
They have large, bulgy eyes.
There's our charity.
Surprisingly long tongues.
donation
If
link.
you look closely, their features are actually
$500. I kept my goal pretty low. Like, very modest. I was like, for $500, I'll do another 12-hour stream and have some fun. Maybe, I thought about it, and I was like, it could be a whole lot of fun to do a 12-hour stream in, like, October, where we play a whole bunch of scary games and just try to get through a few of them kind of situation. Could be a lot of fun.
Can't always expect
Especially considering we're already in, what, August?
I've acquired the samples
September, October?
so
Yeah, I
I'll
could do that.
remain here on my
Another
best
12-hour stream in
behavior.
October for, like, scary games, scary game month? Oh, that could be a
Best
lot of
of luck
fun.
to you out there.
Just try to keep quiet.
All right.
Right?
Find the Buki.
Controls plants and animals, cunning as a hare and fox combined.
Where are
No
you
doubt
at,
about
Buki?
it. This
I
is
found
the
you,
Legions
Buki.
doing. Bet it
I'm
also
assuming this
transported
is
both me and
a
that
live one?
Necker to this world. Seems stronger than a normal Leshen, though.
No, you're the dead one.
Abundant life in this forest could be a
Well,
factor.
you're a dead one.
Alright. Need to find its totem.
You're a
Should be
dead
deep
one.
in the woods near the center. Map ought to be helpful.
Editing scary games is way more fun than anything else so far I've found. That's because you don't have you don't have to experience the scary like I do. Well, I found a few dead Pookies. You're alive, Pookie.
Monster. In pretty bad shape, but still
Hi,
breathing.
Pookie. I will save the creature. We will save the creature. So currently we're doing the edit, which would go on the YouTube, of the Mortuary Assistant, which was actually a really good game for a solo developer game. I found out there was only one developer. I think during stream I had mentioned that I thought it was like 2 or 3, and it was just one guy. And I was like, that's impressive, because
Careful next time.
it's been was a really, really good, fun little game. Okay, we did our side quest. Yeah, buddy. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of, oh yeah, there's just stuff. I kind of do actually. I've been got a few times working on Morgue. Really interesting. I guess. So is the equivalency then that it's kind of like you get to almost watch kind of like a scary movie a little bit, but it's gameplay. I mean, look, some of the scares we saw on stream live, and some of them were
Location, points of
absolutely.
interest. I can use this to figure out my way around.
Some of them were great. Some of them were a little cheap. Let's be honest. Some of them were a little cheap. Same with editing. Emily wants to play for Plague. Yeah. For those who don't know, anyone who's on the Paltreon will know that the video for Emily Wants to Play went live a while ago, and that was edited by ours truly, Wave Smash over here, who is our editor, and got to do that one. Reminds me, I gotta go timestamp the boombox
Must be somewhere around
totem.
here. Leshen's totem.
Not
Should
something
be
you
able to
expect to
lure the
see in
Leshen by destroying it.
not something you expect to see in Monster Hunter World, is a giant like skull like totem. Oh, you want to go, boys? Let's do this.
No, it couldn't possibly be that easy. Fine. I'll cut you down first. Come on, come closer.
GDSM just donated $25 to our Extra Life campaign. GDSM, thank you so much for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. Well, I'm gonna fight. I do very appreciate. Here's your kiss. Mwah. You get a kiss for that. 25 monies. And like I said before, another anonymous with $50. $50. Oh, EDSM. I know. Thank you so much. You get a kiss. Anonymous with $50. I'll give you a kiss too.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Everybody gets kissed. I know, all of a sudden we're making progress. Thank you all so much for all the support, all the efforts.
Medallion's silent now.
Super excited for.
Magic.
Okay, so
Sway over other beasts I run into.
I talked about this a little bit. So my job offered me this like big ol' $100 in like 10 minutes. I am kind of blown away by that. I mean, I never even expected to make it halfway to our thing, let alone I still got time anyway. My work had tried to be all like, hey, we want you to like earn some extra money doing this, and this, but it was gonna take essentially enough time that I would not be able to stream anymore. And I flat out told them, I'm like, I mean, we started doing this charity stuff recently, and honestly, I'd rather do my charity stuff every day of the week than earn a couple more dollars at work. So my boss was actually like pretty understanding about that, because he does a lot of donating to children's hospitals because of his family and his situation, which I was like, I did not know that about him. So it was super nice. And thank you again so much, everybody. I think I'm gonna make my donation, my donation thing. I'll steal from Maddie a little bit on this. Just be like, you know, you get the appreciation.
The vultures. Igni should do the trick. That all you got?
Did not expect to ever see Geralt of Rivia do that in the air. Oh, wow. Fun fact, people who donate to charities are sexy. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Very endearing people. And honestly, like, some of the nicest people. I mean, our community...
Oh, no, you don't.
The Plague Pals community has been so absolutely wonderful as far as like all of these donations, all the charity, everything that people have just been showing immense amounts of support for, and I cannot thank y'all enough for just being the awesome human beings that you are while I try to fight a dear god. No, an undead dear god, you know. that was good. That was a good run. Should have seen that coming. Should have seen that attack coming.
How you like that silver?
Oh, I can't even remember. Oh, man. So I also have a message that goes with the... that goes with the charity thing that I'm sad didn't show up when I typed in the command on the thing. I wonder if it'll work now, because I think I had a timer set on that. I think I have a timer set on the command. Give me a second. Ball sacks. You know what? There's an even faster way to fix it. Super fast way to fix it. I will fix this. Because it's gonna annoy me otherwise. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, no, that's not what I told you to do, thing. Ha! I'm the best. We're the best. We fixed it. We have resolved thine issues. See, so I had a funny little message about being all like, oh, we all hate sick people, right? I mean, do the thing. And it was supposed to be humorous, and then all of a sudden it just didn't show up, and I'm like, I hate sick children. Of course I hate sick children. They get all close to me, and then they're all like, hey, do you want to see my, do you want to see my beetle collection? I'm like, God, no.
Use the slinger contraption.
What?
Come on, come closer.
Hey, where'd you go? What? I mean, I can't be the only one who's like, yeah, sick children are gross, right? That's the wrong direction. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Would you get back here? Son of a biscuit. Oh, come on.
That all you got?
Wait, do I not have any... I'm about to say, I'm like, do I not have any antidotes? Come on. This guy can be a pain. You're telling me. There, the poison finally wore off. And then I just get bopped around. Bella, thank you so much for the lurk. For those who don't know, Bella's our resident artist as well. One of the artists that I work with. The other artist I work with, we're trying to get a webcomic off the ground. And it's going to be so much fun once we get that squared away. It's mostly a matter of, like, we don't have time. Well, we don't have as much time as we would love. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I missed. Well, that's a real shame.
Not about to let you get away that easy.
I mean, I got a hit on him. I guess that was good enough. which is weird. Yeah, I'm always super jazzed to talk about our webcomic that we're trying to do. I was supposed to have a meeting about it yesterday. We only ended up having a short meeting about it yesterday, and today after stream, we're gonna try to sit down and try to like conclude said meeting, where we can discuss stuff that we want to do, how we want to do it.
Summon seems centered on certain body parts. How you like that silver?
There we go. Just get on top of him.
That easy.
I'm gonna stab you in the face. Stab him in the face. How great would it be to have a Monster Hunter style game set in another universe, kind of like this?
Come on, come closer.
I think it'd be pretty great, honestly. If we were able to have a... Ow. Okay, you need to knock it off. Jagger's boy needs to calm down.
Come on.
I agree. Yeah, DSM knows what's up. Whoop, let's just avoid this man for a minute, so I can suck this down. But no, like, I would be so jazzed about playing, or like in Final Fantasy. A Final Fantasy one of these would be so much fun. Running around, being a badass. How do I get back up there? Oh, right here. Derp. But the Witcher style game like this,
That all you got?
nope, pop me right out of the air, huh? Alright. You know what, you stupid Jagger? I will fight you. Though, I'm trying to, like, not to, but, you know. Ugh. Honestly, these little guys have been a bigger pain to me than fighting the man himself. Though the man hurts. The big thing hurts. Oh, that sounds dope, right? Like Final Fantasy, but Monster Hunter style. I'd be like, I would play a Final Fantasy game again. If I could do that. And just, you can pick like all your races. You get your little short people, your tall cat people, and your exceptionally tall bunny people, which,
Oh, it's angry now.
but that could be a whole lot of fun.
Let's go.
Man, now I want that game. Somebody needs to talk to Sega about this.
Oh, come on.
Gotcha. I'm getting better with my aim. For what that's worth. Damn it. Alright, you two, come here. I missed one of them. Got the other one, though, somehow. About to say, I'm gonna need this man to stop for a second. Gonna need this man to calm down now. While I give you the chops. Bam. He hit you with that bleed status. Oh, right. Hold on. It's this. I keep forgetting it's bleed, not poison.
Come on, come closer.
And then I just gotta not do that. I keep forgetting to actually just look at it. I'm so used to looking at the color of the bar. The color of the bar is always like, oh, yeah, it's this thing. And I'm like, yeah, that stands to reason, makes sense to me. Until all of a sudden it doesn't. But I'm so used to like just poison and all that so far. Like once I touch the master rank stuff, I'm probably gonna have to hardcore just start sacking up and learning. Gets brutal, but you're handling this. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that my ever so slight fumbling is somehow working out for us. I should probably sharpen this before. It's easy to card on this. Yeah. But I mean, it's working. It's working for us. Alright, where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? The hell?
Come on.
Huh. Funny enough, got everything I needed. Where'd you go? Oh, you went behind the tree. You weirdo. Speaking of... Oh, this totally reminds me of a thing. I don't know why this reminded me of a thing. I was talking about our charity and working with awesome people and everything and talking about Chad. I was talking to Chad today because Brandon Sanderson comes out with this big ol' announcement, sort of announcement, mostly a teaser announcement, basically saying, hey, so there's been a whole lot of talks around, like, adaptations of stuff, and one of them might finally be coming to fruition, and we are all super excited because I love Cosmere stuff, and I can't wait for that. And there's talk that it's Mistborn. Ooh, I know, right? So, I guess in Sanderson's words, he basically said, it's like, look, we got to the point where, you know, there was it was costing studios like 6 figures just to buy the option to adapt his work. He was like, you know, and that was fine. You know, that happens in Hollywood. You get a lot of people interested in you and wanting to, you know, buy the thing that you're doing. And then, so according to him, some studio was basically just like, you know, we're tired of, we don't want to do an option. We're gonna just buy it. They were like, we're just gonna buy it because they were just that confident that they were gonna suddenly be able to get a crew and everything on site within like 8 months of production. So they were like, you know, so then he basically concluded with, I will be shocked if we are not on set in production a year from now. And that was 2 days ago he talked about this on a podcast. So I was like, you got my ears, my guy. And so, of course, Chad being the Cosmere nut job that he is, love you, Chad, I had to text him about it and be like, hey, have you heard about this thing yet? And he was like, I haven't. I must look this up now. And he looked it up, messaged me about an hour later. It's like, we ended up just like going back and forth for the rest of the, pretty much the rest of the day, just being like, we need to talk about the potentials of this, because alright, we're just gonna get rid of these guys like immediately because I can. And they cause a bigger annoyance than this man does. This man I can dodge. Oh, I actually broke parts. Hot damn. I should really find a spot now to hide and do this. I'm gonna get smacked. Yep. There was the smackage. Yep, sounds about right, as Chad would do. Yep. But Chad, being the awesome, wonderful soul that he is, was super willing to indulge my need to talk about this because of what it meant. Man, I'm having to down a lot of potions for this. Should I be blasting him with fire harder? I probably should. Whoop. Oh, ow. Boy, don't like fire, do you? I really should be using that fire more often by the look of things.
How do you like that silver?
Dodging shit. Missed that one. Dodged it. Ouch. Did you not? Okay, you things are back again. What do you mean my thing's not ready to use? Come on. Well, that's one way to do that, I guess. Not the ideal way, but a way. Woo!
Come on.
I'm so used to my bug being so much faster than this. Okay, can we quit gathering the second essence and just hit him somewhere that actually gives us something? Oh, for fetch's sake. This is a longer fight than I had truly anticipated, if I'm being honest. Ah, he's thumbing some like crazy. Boy, howdy have I noticed. I don't know why. Really need to get more fire. Do you have rations for stamina? Probably somewhere.
Come on.
I've got these things. I should honestly probably just eat this. Why the hell not? I probably should have sharpened. Fuck. Good enough. Well, he smacked me a little bit. Good luck with you. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Welcome in. How are you doing? How's your evening? How's your day going? I see somewhat of an acquaintance already. You know GDSM just as well as we do, maybe. Better. Who knows? Next thing I know, you're all going to be like, oh no, we go way back. Die!
How you like that silver?
And get smacked. Doing okay? Oh, good. I'm glad everything is going awesome. I hope everything continues to go well. It's going okay for us so far. I don't know what that was, but I didn't like that. That just wasn't fair. Holy smack.
Come on, come closer.
Get caught on fire, nerd. Oh my goodness. Die already.
Time to end this.
Huh. Legend used the force and stopped you midair. Boy, howdy did he not. Just no. Here's the M just in Monster Hunter World streams. Oh. How many hours do you have? And what is your main? Because we are always interested to learn what everyone is playing. You can't fight a stronger version of this bad boy. He sucks. Why would I want to fight a stronger one? This one seems rough enough. You know what? Before I do anything, I'm gonna square that away. Have me a bit of a sip. Oh boy. Alright. Alright. Where are you at, big guy? I'm gonna catch you on fire. And you're gonna be like, I don't wanna be on fire. And I'm gonna be like, suck a butt, don't care. Damn it. Remember that part where I said he doesn't want to be on fire? I was right. He doesn't.
Monster I saved. Come to return the favor, huh? Think I like this beast.
Yeah, the Pookie's here. Hi, Pookie. Let me stop taking all the damage in the world.
You got.
Here we go. Hey. Homie just airdropping in. You just, you know, doing a flyby. Ooh, got smacked. Got smacked good there. Hey, where'd you go? Wait, where the hell did you go? Find up here on the ledge. You just straight up dipped.
Come on.
I'm assuming the Pookie Pookie's gonna keep, He knew you were gonna burn him. Boy, did he not. Just pressing the right stick to lock onto him. I barely have used that. Okay, though I did have a reason not to use that before. And the reason to not use that before was because, so, this is day one with a brand new controller. Our last controller was so... Could your things just quit flying through the tunnel? Our last controller was so janked, it constantly was trying to make us run forward.
How you like that silver?
And so it was really hard to use, like, a dedicated lock-on when my player model is constantly wanting to walk in one direction and one direction only. I mean, we've found ways around it somehow, but... I'm gonna come help Pookie. Pookie, I need you to come in and start fighting with me, buddy. Oof, right? You're telling me. I'd be like, mid-fight, then all of a sudden I'm like, alright. I was in mid-swing going one direction, now I'm flying the other, and... Aw, Pookie, I'm sorry. Aw, lost the Pookie, I know. I didn't realize how low health he was getting by fighting just a few Jagras, but you know, there it is. All right, can I get, there you go. Just sitting there trying to land. Dodge that one. Ah, suck glaive, son of a bitch.
Now you got.
Ugh. This Leshen is basically an Elder Dragon in his own right, harder than some of them. Yeah. I'm trying to not die. I mean, he's giving me a run for my money. Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, where are you gonna appear, big guy?
Oh, come on.
Thank you. I'll just be leaving with that, thank you. I'll be leaving with that, thank you.
How you like that silver.
As much as I would love to use the fire on the, you know, Leshen himself, more familiar peeps. Uh-oh. The gang's all here. The gang's assembling. Whoop! Please dodge. Get out. Oh, since when were you right there? You... Well, I think I'm actually kind of running out of health options. And I ran out of health options because I got bit in the ass by a lizard. Gives you such a slow bug in every preset equipment quest. It's like they're... Yeah. Conscientious objectors of the meta kinsex. Probably. Because they're making my life hellish. Do I just not get... Alright, look. Here. Give me some stuff here. But it ain't wrong. They're giving me, like, the slowest goddamn bug they can. Sounds about right. Yeah. They give me the slowest goddamn bug they can because they're like, we don't want this to be too easy, right? I'm like, I mean, you can make it a little easy. I'm not gonna complain. But no, of course not. We can't make it, you know, accessible for someone who's never really played this game. I've played the Witcher games, and some of the fights are on par with that. Because the Witcher... Oh, some of the Witcher bosses can get so long and tedious, and you're just sitting there fighting. And fighting, and still fighting. And then as soon as you're done, you go talk to people for 3 hours straight. And it's the best. I'm gonna stab you in the neck.
Not about to let you get away.
I'm gonna stab you in the neck. That's right, I'm gonna stab you in the neck. No. 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 Suck egg. Stab you in the neck. Leshen really just be, Igni spam in the Witcher games. Yeah. And then dead.
Come on.
I mean, they're so easy in the... I can't say they're super easy, but they're exceptionally easier in the Witcher games than they are here. Some of the bosses in the Witcher games get pretty spicy. This one is proving to not be much different. Games that strike that balance are great. Part of my fondness for the Persona series, 3-hour dungeon crawl, yeah. Plus boss fight, straight into 3 hours of visual novel. Speaking of visual novel, I may or may not have gotten my hands on a copy of the Dead by Daylight dating sim. And I'm currently reviewing it to see if it's going to be an appropriate thing for Plague Pals to play or not. I think, so far, I think it's going to be fine. Granted, I haven't played through it all. I've just kind of like spammed to just get some quick visuals and whatnot. I haven't actually read anything. There is some language and some talk about depictions of like violence and blah blah blah, and it's like, alright, I mean, that's not going to be much different than what we already threaten each other with anyway. What? You can do it over there now?
Oh, come on.
Blat. Blat. Uh-oh, the worst time to get bleed, too. The worst time to get bleed is right when all of a sudden these bastards show up and are gonna be like, I'm gonna eat you. And then this man won't stop. Some language. Talking... Blah. Aramaic. A lot of... Yeah. I'm like, they won't give me 3 seconds to frickin' stop the bleeding. Ugh. Yeah, I know, game, I know. You wouldn't give me 2 seconds. 48 minutes we spent fighting that bastard. That was a long time to fight that one dude. Gotta get some of that jerky so you can get rid of the bleed. You're right. I keep forgetting about that part. Wait, is he just right here?
Hunter,
Do we try again? Do we try
handling this
again?
yourself.
I think I can
know,
try
but
again.
slaying Motto, what are we waiting for?
I think it's okay for me to try again.
Hunter. Commission member. Should talk to him.
I've never actually... So this is, Yeah. Alright. So... Yeah. So, I'm assuming the one that they equip him with is... Okay, can I just do the back? No? Okay. Says shield attack, backstep. There you go. Sweet Jiminy Crimbus. What weapon is this? Is this greatsword, longsword? What is this weapon that they give him? Or is it, like, unique to just playing him?
Good to see you.
Sword and shield? Okay. I do not play sword and shield. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go back to this because this is the one that I've been practicing the most of.
Ancient forest, huh? It's a place to get lost, looks like.
I've got to do all this again. Oh man, I'm gonna
Try to find
shoot
commission members.
absolute monkey. Gonna have an absolute monkey.
A commission member could know something. That monster.
You got that?
Geralt.
Right.
Actually, got a feel.
You might be.
Like to check the body if you don't mind. Let's have a look. Herbivore.
That's right.
All of them.
Yeah. But yeah.
Broken.
Captain.
No other clever. Herbivore.
Damn it.
All of them.
Yeah. But yeah.
Bodies.
Yeah.
Birds' beaks.
All right, we're gonna
Lots of them. So.
we're gonna burn through it. Burn through it.
Okay. I'll be around here if you.
Should search around the body. Might find feathers.
Feathers, got it.
Black.
All right, moving on.
The birds
Let's run.
that
Let's
attack
run.
the
Let's run.
aftermath. Gotta be. Just need to follow these. Should find where it was first attacked.
Oh man, I keep forgetting I'm now playing a Witcher game where it's like I want to run that way. You don't get to run. Good luck running. Running's not an option for you. I'm like, oh.
Black feathers. And the markings? Same as on the previous corpse.
I mean,
Fox
you
seems
see
to
a
be
corpse and
attacking
you
us
see a
more.
herd of black birds over said corpse. I'm gonna assume
No use trying to pick them off one by one.
got him that time. I'm gonna assume that we think the birds did it.
You okay?
There are two weapons that have
Sir?
relations to the Witcher in world, which are sword and shield and dual blades for Ciri. Yep. Oh
I'm
man,
fine.
I gotta.
Seems to
So I was talking about this before. I'm like, I gotta play the Witcher game again. I haven't played it in forever.
To be honest.
Something.
Did you? I bet it was as if something was.
Take care.
Be careful out there, Witcher.
and I'm thinking I might want to play it
This is the
again.
work of something that
All right,
wields
do we
magic.
have?
Powerful magic. Need to figure out what
I do
it
have
is.
jerky. I do have
Try to find
jerky. I
another
got 5
commission
of it, in
member.
fact. We're gonna try to be better about not taking a shit ton of damage at constant times, and I'm gonna probably have to focus on just killing the dumb Jaggeris outright as fast as humanly possible. Otherwise, they're gonna become a huge pain in my ass like they always have been. Because they won't stop. Huh.
Commission member.
Oh well. Look,
Should be one
I
in
mean, if
this
we can
area.
get through this mish, I mean, that'd be, you know,
A journal.
that would be stream time, and it'd be like, yeah, let's
Notes run margin to
call it a
margin.
good.
Must belong to one of the commission members.
All I'm saying is the rewards for this
Look
one
around.
had
Clues.
better be spicy. Are the rewards spicy?
Long stride. Deep prints. Took off in a panic. Footprints lead deeper into the woods.
Ugh.
Wonder what spooked him.
I talk a lot. I gotta hydrate. I gotta moisten the gullet for more talking. Still regretting the choice in Witcher 3 where you choose to either kill the tree or not. If you know, you know. I know what you're talking about. No spoilers for anyone. None of you.
Tracks all over the
Because
place.
some of you here in this chat have been all like,
Something
I
pounced
tried to
on
play The
him
Witcher and I
attacked.
couldn't quite get into it yet.
Need to
Maybe I
look
should give it
around
another
some
try.
more.
And I'm gonna be like,
Another journal.
yes.
Same researchers, judging by the handwriting. Researcher must have been chased into this cave.
Rip tree. I think a lot of people, I really
Now
wish,
he's humming up a storm.
so
Magic in the air. Gotta be.
for the people who have hung out around for some of our Sunday streams when we do some of our visual novels, the last one we played gave a percentage.
out for
This
something
percentage
looks
of
like.
people picked this option.
Need to
I
follow
would
these
love
rules.
for that to be implemented into games like The Witcher, where difficult
More
choices
tracks.
become like permanent
Irregular
mainstay until
distance
you
between 'em.
replay it. And then it would be like,
somehow,
okay, we're gonna
but
take
must
your
have been
statistics
exhausted.
away. So it should be like finalized people. It should just be like, here's the way it goes. I just need to start it and get sucked into the world and put some Monster Hunter hours into The Witcher. Yeah. Again, your first like hour and a half is gonna
This
be
world. Unlucky ones at
walking
that.
and talking to people a lot. So
No
strap in
signs
for
of
like
predation.
visual novel style stuff.
Roots choked them to death,
but-
it seems. Hopefully whoever left these footprints was luckier.
Oh my.
It's such a good story.
Name's
Such a
Geralt
good
of Rivia.
world too.
I'm a witcher.
The
Ah, well, I am a member of the research.
Need a-
Please,
the depth of the
however,
CG
my-
Gotta say, you're
bleh,
awfully
CD
lively.
Projekt
Don't
Red,
exactly
there we
look
go,
like normal
went
people.
through
leave the
to
method to you. Just
Not the safest way, but Igni would take care of those roots right quick.
make the world as immersive as possible. It's absolutely perfectly well done. It is divergent from the books. I will say that. If you've read the books, very, very different. Trust us, Witcher is a really nice game. It is very good.
Right.
The first Witcher, which one would be the best to start with, honestly? Because I started with 2, and then I played 1, and then Wild Hunt. Wasn't even hyped for Cyberpunk, but they messed it up so bad that I don't trust CD Projekt Red with anything at all anymore. I thoroughly enjoyed
I'm no-
Cyberpunk,
For
and I played it
information, saw
absolutely
without
true.
problem,
You know, of course, there
which
are the only
I know a lot of
possibility I
people
can
didn't.
the roots.
I have-
Notice any
In all, you
Granted,
saw them seen
Guess
a lot
the
of people
roots and
didn't
dirt.
plans. It must be something
have a
else.
smoother ride as I did.
These
They have lost. You should.
keep my saw roots.
Um,
It is true. In our, of course, but though the only possibility I can think
Hold on.
of.
These puke.
Okay,
they
that,
have
I
luscious-
really wanted to just hear Geralt say
Keep my eyes
Puke.
peeled.
I wanted to hear him,
So,
It's not, you see
pronounce
how
it.
fleeting the plan. Another call me.
fear of
What plans have brought back to me?
time I was can't always
All right, you best of.
just try
um,
to keep quiet, all right?
like I said, I know a lot of people had a bad experience with,
Cunning as a hair
uh,
fox combined. No doubt about it. This is Alessian's doing. Bet it also transported both me and that Necker to this world.
Problem.
Seems
Chicken
stronger than a
nugget.
normal Alessian, though.
Oh, Damian Bronson,
Life
what's
in
up?
this forest could
How's
be a
your-
factor.
how was your evening? Welcome in.
Need to find its totem.
How was your evening? How were
Should be deep
things?
in the woods near the
I hope
center.
everything's well
Map up.
on your side of the world, wherever that side may be. I had a message from China like an hour ago.
Careful next time.
Whoop. Typical that every single time I'm like, I look away from my phone and don't respond, that's the moment when I need to actually like be aware of it. My evening was particularly nice as I had a 17-hour long driving session to leave a convention. Good lord. 17 hours? Wait, what convention were you leaving? I hope you had fun at the convention. Did you have fun at the very least? For me, it's mostly how they kept talking about avoiding crunch and delaying the game to polish it up, when in reality they were scrambling to get it out the door. Yeah, that was one of their... That was a really big screw up on CD Projekt Red's side. I will fully back that statement. Megaplex 2022 in Orlando, Florida. Did you have fun at least? 17-hour drive, my goodness. The last time I drove any sort of length like that, Megaplex is a furry convention, and of course I had fun. You know, I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had all of the fun. The last time I had to travel for that long of a period, I think I drove for 22 hours straight.
Around here.
And not my proudest moment to sit there and try to boast like, I can drive the whole thing in one sitting. Fuck that noise. Get a hotel room. God damn. Like, take some rest. Sleep on the side of the freeway for all I care. Anybody out there who's trying to tempt fate and be all like, I can drive for X amount of time, knock it off. It's not safe, it's not fun, and you are exhausted by the end of it.
Possibly be that easy. Fine. I'll cut you down first. Ever fight a Witcher? Come on, come closer.
I should really be utilizing the paralysis, maybe.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
I missed. Die. I need you all to die.
Come on.
What part of die didn't you get, you stupid lizard? There we go. Got him to die.
Silent now. Seems they were
My longest drive
controlled
was
by
like
magic.
15 hours. We did it in one go. That shit's like, yeah,
Russian could
22-hour
hold sway
drive.
over other
Split
beasts
into
I
2
run
days.
into. Need to be
Yeah.
careful.
Got some loot stuff, got some wholesome stuff, got to party my butt off. Dude, the party fun's always the best part. The going around on the bar scene at any convention, can attest, absolute blast. Then I had to leave and return to the monotony of work life. Yeah, that happens. Just want to go back and being a fuzzy boy, getting hugs and boops.
Now,
It sounds lovely. I'm glad you had a fun time. I am actually missing my convention this year. Normally I do... We have the FanX comic convention around here. And normally every year I go VIP style. And this year I'm like, I'm missing out on this one. The funds are tight and stuff is exceptionally busy. Alright, Leshen, let's roll. We're gonna do this again, big guy. I'm gonna do it better than last time. Better. Man, why can't it be like the Leshen in Witcher where I can just, you know, Igni, over and over again and not care?
the vultures. Igni should do the trick.
Let me just get up to you.
That all you got?
There we go. Alright. We learned things from last time.
Oh, no, you don't.
Stab him in the neck. Poke him in the neck.
Come on.
Actually, Monster Hunter is a terrible fight. Yeah. Still can't imagine a Leshen making a totem like that. With a long finger. Yeah. Seems tedious to me.
Take care of that. Oh, come on.
Where'd you go? Oh, come on. I totally thought we had dodged that. Oh, we desperately need to have a moment to sharpen here soon.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, good. He left. Now we can sharpen. Yeah. Just look like a person trying to stack cards, sitting there with the tiny fingers trying to line everything up. Such a spammy loser. Boy, howdy, are you not joking about that one. So this is our second attempt at him, which I should probably clarify. This is the first time that I have ever actually played Monster Hunter World, is what we're currently doing. So, me and another channel, me and the Plague Palace, we've been super jazzed about this game. We love playing it, and we've just been playing it together, and it's been an absolute joy and a half. And we've learned that, you know, all you Monster Hunter players are just coming out of the woodwork suddenly being like, oh yeah, I play this game all the time, I love this game. And we're like, oh. If you use the radial menu, you can sharpen without having to sheath the weapon. Really? I'm gonna have to figure out how that... I still haven't actually used the radial menu yet. I think that mostly comes from, this is our first playthrough of ever actually trying this game.
Maybe I could use the slinger contraption.
And I just got force pushed out of the air again. Fabulous. The man just raises his hand and is like, no. It's been great watching y'all learn and slap up dragons. And it's been fun. I think that's the biggest takeaway is that we're all having fun. Oh, come on. Stupid roots doing like a complete 180. Son of a bitch. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Ah, I got on top of
Get
him.
away that easy.
Open radio menu with left bumper or L1. Use the right thumbstick to select the action you want. Oh. I probably should have been reading that to actually know that I needed to brace, but I'm gonna burn you. Holy smacked. Damn you. Ah, missed me with that one, didn't you? Alright, you hit me with that one, didn't you?
Damn.
Alright, so I need to recover. For the Witcher, I believe it's Igni with left bumper, L1, RT, right stick up.
Oh, come on.
Nope. It's all ammo. Oh boy. That's funny. Dragon Pod. I think it's kind of funny that it's all ammo.
How do you like that, Silver? Not about to let you get away that easy.
Brutus really loves to give high five. Dude, the man loves to just force stop me in midair. He's just suddenly like, no, don't do it. Just don't. Yeah, 4 different radio ops. I really do? Holy shit. Holy shit. Communication shortcut 2. Don't think there any of them. Let's fire an SOS. No, we're not doing that. Alright, I really gotta sit down and like try some of these ones now. I should have really ate this a long ass time ago. Alright, and the jerky. The jerky. We have it. It's right there. I'm gonna save as much of this shit as I can for when I get to that phase that he just pisses me the fuck off, and y'all know the one I'm talking about. You want to burn?
More monsters. Its power to summon seems centered in certain body parts. Come on, come closer.
Yeah, there's some essence. Just blast them up. I also learned that I gotta just get rid of these things. I gotta get rid of the Jagras, like, immediately, otherwise they're just gonna constantly be a foil. Get bugged! Oh, you son of a bitch. Roll. I'm not good at rolling. That was a better roll. Much better roll. Sorry if I seem overbearing. Oh, up on the D-pad is common use. Sorry if I seem overbearing. What do you say? What you do? Oh, no. Dude, not a problem. We are brand new to the game. Always want to help newer hunters learn what I didn't know early on. I really appreciate that. We do appreciate all of the help, and we have gotten so much awesome support. The community has been absolutely tremendous with being super nice and like welcoming to everyone who plays. Damien Bronson, well, thank you so much for the follow. We're gonna faint here in a second because these fuckers won't leave us alone, and I'm rolling into a fucking wall. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in officially. Oh, that one was my bad. That one was my bad. I kept rolling into a wall. Or a tree. I gotta get my angles right. But it's alright. Because we don't, you know. It's like you killed him. No. That's the complete opposite of what I did, in fact. But no. We've been, like, super loving this game because even when we fail, it's been fun. Which, a lot of games don't get that. Alright. Insect is so slow. I know! I'm over here like, how on earth does this thing expect me to gather anything when it takes 3 years to get back to me? Catch him on fire, kill all of his friends all at the same time. Birds with stones. That's what we're doing. I will eat your legs. I will eat his goddamn little chicken legs. Big thing I always say is to eat religiously before every hunt, maximizing your health and stamina for the start of every hunt. Wait, was I even given the option to eat when I did this one? Eat beforehand, you get some seriously good perks. It's true. Was I? Am I allowed to eat? I may or may not have totally just... Yeah, it won't let me. I think I tried on, like, my very first initial. I was like, oh, okay. And then I just totally blew it off because I was like, it makes sense that I can't eat. Why? Yeah, not on this one. Bastards. They won't let me. I'm going the completely wrong direction. Why was I still walking in the wrong direction for such an extended period of time, even after I knew I was? I still have the fun goodies. We ate that. We're good there. We're gonna hold on to this right here. Hey, we've done a lot more progress than we did the first time around. Stream looks nice. 900p is fairly crisp. Yeah, the 900p should be working out like... Should be working like a charm. We're slowly getting to the point where we can make the stream look better and better and better. And all on one system, which makes me giddy as hell. That'll be helpful. You know what? I forgot I had that life powder the last time around. I need you to die there, Jagras. Go get him, you giant, fat-ass beetle. Wrong button. It kind of worked out.
Come on.
I probably should have sharpened. Damn it all. Fuck. Let's just hide behind this tree for 3 seconds. Oh, screw off. Hide behind this tree better this time. Oh, hi.
Damn.
And I'm... That was a good use of that one that time around. That's a good use of the turkey.
That all you got?
Oh, I see how it is. You want to run away from me. How is that thing not ready? It is so full in my bar. Come on, game. Work with me. Oh, can I interrupt his scream? No, doesn't look like I can. That's a real shame. disagree with that, game. I disagree with the way that that roll went. And that's okay. Hides behind tree. Leshen. Teleports. Which tree? The tree, in fact. Alright, let's just, check me this pot here. Oh, are you telling me that didn't dodge? Oh, what do you mean it hit his neck?
How you like that silver?
Nah, good enough. I'll get in there. I'll at least be able to get in there and give him a piece of my ankles.
Working. Their numbers are thinning.
Ouch. Wrong button. Would have been such a great layup to...
Come on, come closer.
Oh, wrong direction. Okay. Now hear me out. No, fire. You must fire. I'm gonna use the fire to make you so vulnerable more often. Black. Black.
Come on.
Black. Come on. I'd rather not wait for him to, you know, come at us with everything he's got by the time I... Holy hell, that popped, that hurt a lot.
That all you got?
Munch.
Damn.
Sweet Jiminy Crimbus. You things leave me alone. Okay. The Jaggers is one thing. The Jaggers and the Volt and the goddamn birds is such another thing.
Come on.
Alright, game. I see how it is. How is it not hitting the head, right? You're talking about that moment where I'm just sitting there, like, plonking him in the face. The game's like, no. Why would we let you hit it?
Well, come on.
Also, how come the Jaggers have like 9,000 goddamn health all of a sudden? Or is it just the shit weapon?
How you like that silver?
Oh, you. Just let me in, goddammit. Probably just the shit weapon. Yeah. To be honest, the fight was easy with dual blades. I haven't tried dual blades yet. I really probably should one of these times. Try to practice at least a couple other. Right now we are Lance and
Come on, come closer.
Lance and Bugstick. Those are the two that have really kind of gotten my goat probably the most. Which is good, because they've been like an absolute blast to play. Alright, he's gonna reappear right there. Ugh, here come more.
Time to end this.
Okay, now he left. Now he left. We are doing so much better than the first time around. Hold on, I just need to take a second. I believe if things get really bad, you can run into another area. I think he stays to his own little zone. Probably just a shit weapon, yeah. Dual blades are super fun, very user-friendly. Oh, Emily started using the dual blades on last time we played, a couple Saturdays ago. The music it plays is really annoying at this point because it doesn't stop. Oh, that was a slinger. Dragon Pod. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That won't increase anything. Okay, good enough. Whew. Sick of their musical screaming. You don't like the little chant scream because the whole music track is on a 45-second loop? It's the one song radio station, because that's all we could afford.
Oh, it's angry now.
Oh, now it's angry?
Let's go.
What gave it away?
That all you got?
I've hit its head 3 times. Hit it anywhere else now.
Monster I saved. Come to return the favor, huh?
Alright, Jagger, since when are you this goddamn beefcake? Knock it off.
Damn. Come on.
Alright, Pookie. I'm gonna come help you out real fast. And we're gonna do this shit, alright? Me and you. Or get downed immediately. That's a thing that you can do, I suppose. Not the preferable thing, but the thing you did. Woo! Barely saved myself from that one. Did your group use defender gear, or did you start the more learning route? We started the learning route until we got to a certain point, and then we were like, it's probably okay now that we've like grasped the basics to go the defender route. And so it's kind of like a mixed bag. Which I think really lended itself pretty well to how we learned and what we learned.
Come on, come closer.
No. We're doing so much better this time around than last time. Wow. Was not expecting that one, and I'm... And Ipuki's dead, okay. Ugh. Helps to get some blunt slash stun damage. Ooh. Oh, when you do that jump in the air, you can use right trigger. Yeah. I've been trying to practice my aim on that one. My aim is really bad at it. That was a really difficult angle to... Where'd you go?
Come on.
Fuck this man. Fuck this man and everything he stands for. Geralt with a bug stick. You. Helps to get some blending. Oh yeah, I read that part. Go straight down. If you're moving any direction, the game will keep your momentum in that one direction until you hit the ground. Really? So if I'm like just going, it'll just... I should probably feast on this thing's corpse real fast. Let's go. G to the G. We did it. And in much faster time than last time.
Out of these woods.
I only got the skull. Good enough. Message. Oh, that two message.
Could be useful in their research.
The wooden freak is dead. Thank God. Ding dong. The bitch is dead. It was all worth it. Now, about those rewards that everyone promised me were going to be amazing.
You have our deepest thanks. We couldn't have solved that problem.
Do a vault followed by a dash, then hit R, right trigger while you're still moving.
It's been
Interesting.
An honor, Geralt of Rivia.
This sounds like it's something I'm going to have to practice. I'm going to have to be practicing that one. That sounds like a lot of fun.
How will you get
We can
back
help
to
you
your-
do Ancient Lesson if you want.
Leshen's
There's
portals,
an...
I
I
think.
didn't know there was an ancient one.
Pretty sure I'll find one still open.
Probably. First SOS flare I answered my last stream was
Where's
that
that
fight.
hunter?
Really? Wow.
While I tended to the Leshen,
I mean,
he cleared the forest of a lot of filth.
He's our brightest star, so he's rarely in one place for too long.
who
As
is?
soon
What
as
did he
that
do?
lesson
That
was
man?
taken care of, he was already off on another assignment.
Oh, that.
He sends his regards.
Would happily help you guys in Ancient Lesson. Nice. So we've got a crew set up for the
Here's your
Ancient.
reward.
Whenever that happens. I don't know when that's going to happen. I haven't even entered Master
As
Rank
that
yet.
coin is,
Because...
can't possibly have any value in my world. it to the hunter.
Bullshit, Geralt. Bullshit.
Couldn't have killed the
Gold
Lesher
is gold.
without his help anyway. And this, also for your hunter.
Gold is gold. Let's not quibble.
What is it?
A runestone. Your hunters don't wield any magic of their own.
To be honest, Divine Blessing 5 is all you need to survive all his deadly attacks, but really.
Of course.
I really gotta start,
If a Leshen ever
I'm not
appears
to the
again,
point yet where I can start
tell your hunter
optimizing
to
like
use
an
it to
armor
summon
build.
flames.
Right now I think I run just the Xeno stuff, because I'm like,
Right. Godspeed to you.
it's defensive.
Take care.
And it makes me beefcake, a little bit beefcake. So I can just be like, you know, suck it up to Buttercup kind of situation. Which makes it all the worthwhile. Bop, 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 bop. Gather all the things. Yours. Yours. Whew. Beefcake. Ah. That was, that was an old character of ours in a campaign in a role-playing game. I think we were playing... Yeah, see, I'm just wearing the fancy... Come here, Poogie. I'll give you a pet before we wrap up for the night. Hey, that's a good Poogie. Well, we did that one. We did that one. We successfully did the thing. It's nice to just mostly enjoy the game and explore. I think that's been our most fun, is when we can just be like, let's just pick a quest. Who wants to fight this thing? And we're like, yeah, let's fight that thing. We go fight the thing. And it's been a huge fun. Using full Xeno gear? I mean, it's got the highest armor rating. I mean, it looks pretty. My cat wears it too. That's Esper. This is also Esper. How on earth did you get into that state, cat? How have I not noticed her just completely slump off camera as time has gone by? She is halfway falling down the piano. If you need help, we help. Yay. If anyone would believe him when he said it's money from another world, then it would be worth lots. I mean, gold is gold. Melt it down and it becomes gold. Coins don't have to be, like, marked with a currency. It's gold. Just take the gold. Look like an angel from a Diablo game? I really do, actually. I think it's supposed to be the wings of the Azazel from Diablo 2. Diablo 3, whatever. Sad reality is that 2 to 3 hours of master rank farming outranks any gear you will ever get from lower high rank. It's true. Zenny isn't gold. Zenny is Zenny. And Pokemon are Pokemon. And they're more valuable than any money. Anyway, that's our time. We did the thing, y'all. We did the thing. Bunch of thanks to give out. First and foremost, to Damien for the follow. Thank you again so much for the follow. And we got, like, 5 donations today for Extra Life. Thank you all so, so much. You're about to see a whole lot of cat. That's my cat. She sits over there, usually. But, yeah. And it's an ultra rare element from another dimension still, right? Well, maybe. Point is, I still would have taken the monies. I would have taken the monies. That cat booty, though. Anyway, we raised, like, $100 to Extra Life today for everyone who donated. GDSM, I know you were one of them. I know there was a couple anonymous. All the appreciation, all the love for all of the donations. This community wouldn't be anything without you guys, and we wouldn't have gotten the grand, massive amount that we did when we did. I'm actually still kind of, like, mind-boggled and shocked from the one night where we raised, like, all that money. It was absolutely insane. And it's all you guys. Like, everyone wants to sit there and say, like, oh, no, it's, like, the streamers and everything. It's all y'all. Y'all do it all. They have Golden Monster Hunter. It's just from an Elder Dragon that exists. Yeah, fire. Talking about the Kulve. Kulve? I've never been able to pronounce it. I've just adopted all the weird names that the community has given all the creatures, and, like, I can't remember any of them. That's what it is. Thank you all so much for that thing. Let's talk schedule. Wednesday. Before I do that. Wednesday, we are playing Raft. Oh, I know who we're rating. Why would I ever not raid, you know, our favorite people. Let's start the raid up. We're gonna go raid Plague Pals. If anybody doesn't notice, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Wednesday, we're playing Raft with Hyphen. Again. Kolv Taroth. Kolv Taroth. God. I always like pronouncing E. It's kind of weird. Raid them. Give it to them. Give them all of the love. Damn it. Amazing friends of the channel. Amazing community we're part of. They're the ones we're doing the Extra Life with in partnership with Rooster Teeth. We're a sub-team of Rooster Teeth doing all of our donations. And it's been an absolute blast getting to do a whole bunch of this stuff. Friday, maybe OOT, cough, cough. I still got to get it set up. I'm working on it. Friday, to be determined. I had a game in mind, and I might try to run with it. I'm not sure. It might be Faz. We might try to do a Faz Friday. I'm going to get some feelers out with some people. But anyway, that's the show. Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out and all of your tips, all your fun talk. I appreciate you all so, so much. The E doesn't have the fancy thing over it. Oh, yeah, you're right. So it would be a sign. If it doesn't have the apostrophe over it, help us set it up. A. Ag, we should talk on Discord. Cough. PC port is super fast and easy and amazing. Wait, what am I talking about with on 5th? Oh, so we're about to go. Okay, bye.